Okay, I'm moving on now to removing the windshield so I can do the rust up in the upper part of the cab, especially that valance piece that's right behind that piece of trim there. There's a rusty piece of metal that's got to be changed. So to get the windshield out, this was easy, pried right off. Now these guys here, whole other story. I can't get this trim out. I don't want to bend it up, so I'm trying to pry it very gently. So I'm gonna go and watch a video and see if I can figure out how this comes out. I sprayed some WD-40 on there. Figure maybe it would soften up or loosen up. Or right now, that trim is not moving, and I don't want to bend it up. So I think I want to keep that. I think it looks pretty cool. Be a nice touch. So see what I find out. Still working on the windshield. I went and watched a couple videos on YouTube, and nobody's got the trim that I got. It did the same thing I have, but I am peeling the banana from the wrong end. So what I'm doing inside, I just peeling away that hard rubber, and then I'm going to push the windshield outward, and then I'll peel the trim out from the outside once the windshield is completely out. So I'm going to have a go at that and see how it goes. All right, so the lighting's not too good, but I want you to see this. This is that valance piece above the windshield that I have to replace. I have a replacement piece, and it's spot welded. It's rusted all the way through, but it's spot welded here. I forgot, I think there's 19 or 20 welds, maybe more. I got to count. The book tells me how many there are. There's some up in here, and I got to take that out and then weld the new piece on to this. But I'm hoping whatever's behind this is solid enough to weld to. That's really the dilemma that I'm going to find out. And what I got to keep doing is a little bit at a time with these pliers, is pulling this rubber down, which has become brittle, and just pull it off. And once it's all off, all the way around, I'll push the windshield out. And I don't think there's any point in making you suffer through watching me do that. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'll come back when it's all out. So eventually the windshield came out. There it is, trim and all. So I'll separate the trim from the hardened rubber and save it, you know, because I want to reuse it. But now I'm looking at, I don't want to glare on that light. The metal underneath is good shape. Might be a little hole up there, but I'll clean that up as best I can. And it looks like I should have no trouble putting another windshield back in. I planned on buying a new windshield kit with the new rubber, and I'm happy. I think this is going well. Just had to figure out the trick to get the windshield out, and then I'm going to keep moving forward. All right, so the piece I'm trying to replace is on the other side here. It's all rusted out, but it's welded, spot welded to this piece right across here. So I'm going to try to clean that up so I can find the spot welds and break all the spot welds, and that piece should come off. Okay, so the windshield's out, and this is a real close-up of the, I guess I don't even know what you call it, where you mount the window or the gasket. But you can see way up in here, you got these rust holes. And I got to take out that piece that's behind there. So I've been treating this with the SEM rust mort product just to kill the rust. But eventually I think I'm going to have to patch those holes, maybe from the backside, and fill them in with something. But I'll know more. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to let this stuff sit overnight, let it kill the rust. And then tomorrow's plan is I'm going to cut out that rusty valance piece and treat all the rust that I can under there with one of these rust products. See if I can clean it up. Hey, good morning. Saturday morning. The upper brace, it's called, above the windshield. You see, I'm looking through the windshield. That's not there. I have it clamped in place, and it looks great in place. But this is going to be the most challenging piece of work I've put in so far on this project. And I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to take this piece down, and you can see what I'm dealing with. Okay, so the brace is down. I'm just going to show you left to right what some of the issues are. I'm going to try to point with this flashlight. Hopefully it keeps you lit up. So this is completely rusted away. That's what the brace has got to get welded to. And you see that's the door channel. So it's missing a little bit too. So I'm going to have to fabricate a replacement and weld it in and then try to hide that weld if I'm got enough skill to do it. That piece with all the holes in it there, right there, that supports the brace on the back side. And you can see some of the brace is still attached to it. I'm probably have to grind that away and patch that hole probably from behind with a piece of flat metal. I think is the best bet on that. Nobody's gonna see it. I've treated the rust with I forget what kind of acid I'm using, that green stuff, the SEM product called Rust Mort. And that acid just eats the rust away, and you see it's down to bare metal in some places. It's awesome. I love that stuff. Moving along, this is also the old brace still welded to the windshield support, I guess is what, lack of a better word. Now if I try to grind that out or cut those welds away and get that last little piece out, I think I'll warp that and damage the windshield channel. And you can see up here, see the windshield channel, the top of it has already got holes in it. So somehow I've got to patch that without damaging that. So it's going to be very challenging to fix those holes and get that new piece in place. As I come along around to the right side, this brace is in better shape. I'm going to patch that weld hole, or that rust hole right there from the back side with some puddle welds. The channel coming down where the brace attaches, much better condition on the passenger side. So that's a good pattern for me to use for the driver's side. It's just a mirror image. And again, I've treated all this rust back here, and I'll do another treatment with the Rust Mort. And I'm going to try to get down this column right here. Where is it? Right there. Get some Rust Mort liquid down in there, clean out any rust that's in there. And then after all that rust is treated, maybe even before I start the welding, I really want to put a coating of epoxy primer on the inside of this cab and seal all of this. So, like I said, this is going to be the most challenging part of this job, I think, by far. And I'm going to try to document it as best I can as I go and post videos. Thanks.